Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. It's an honor and a privilege to have each and every one of you join me week after week as I'm doing my whips and UFOs. And this week we're hitting number 11, and it's hard to believe. Today is June the 19th, and I'm gonna go ahead and move forward with everything that we've got going. Please don't mind the fire whistle in the background if you can hear it. It's just our department making an alert. And I'm just going to go ahead and hop in. I'm just going to start with Monday. I went with my husband and my granddaughter, and we went to Bedford and picked up the laser light in the back arms for my new long arm, the Gallant. So we got that picked up, and he'll be installing it while I'm away. And then we also come back home, and I had my amazing interview with Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Life, and I'm telling you right now, that was fabulous. It was a joy to interview her, and I think she had a blast as well. So if you get a chance, hop back into my records and look at that, and if you like the content, hit the thumbs up and show her a little bit of love. She'll really enjoy that. And then on Tuesday, I just took a day and just did family day with my family instead of doing a whole lot of anything. I did make a trip to the post office and mailed off a few items. And if you're going to be the recipient of those, you're being blessed. So with that being said, we're going to hop up to Wednesday. You'll be able to see the hack of the week. And that was my transition, my idea of whips, the ruler versus the cutting mat. When I first began quilting, I only cut straight off the mat. I never paid attention with the ruler other than to get the straight line or to square something. But a few other YouTubers were teaching the correct way of using your ruler, and I followed them, practiced with scrap fabric, and I shared that with you all. And I'm telling you, it was a total game changer back a year and a half ago, and I wouldn't cut any other way. So if you get a chance, look at that video. It might teach you something if you don't know it. And if you do, share your thoughts on how you cut. I'd love to know. I do respond to each and every one of the comments, and it makes it a lot easier so that I know you're liking the content that we are putting out for you. I also worked on a door hanger for my front door and a table runner, as well as a TV stand item for Independence Day, July 4th. And I used two different patterns. One was from Pieces Loving Quilting, and that pattern came together without a hitch. Courtney did a fabulous job. Colleen gave her a hand in writing it up, and this is how it turned out. Now, is that not beautiful? So when I get back from a business trip, I will be putting that on the long arm and getting that quilted up. So that turned out beautiful, and this one's going to go on my front door. We've got tabs that I'll be able to give that a little clip to hang it. The other one is, I was doing the Lisa Bongine quilt along, and I just couldn't pass up going ahead and just using up some of my blocks. So what I did was I made a table runner. Now I think this is just gorgeous. So in her pattern, it was like week 1 we did these, and week 2 we did these, and then now we were able to assemble this much and get the stars going. But I love this pattern, so I went ahead and just popped that out early so that I could go ahead and get some holiday decor out in my home. And then this one here is just going to go on my TV stand to bring it all together within our home. It came together quite easy, and if you know me, I like to do the holidays. So I've got that one done. All I have to do is get it quilted up. But like I said, hop over to Peace Loving Quilting. You're going to see her video on pattern number 1 that I did. That's going to be my door hanger. Or hop over to Lisa Bongine's page, and you're going to be able to see, not page, I'm sorry, her channel, and you're going to be able to see how that pattern has came together as well. I've spent Thursday cutting 2 different patterns. One is called the Layer Cake Spools, and for that I'm using the Maywood Studio fabric line, and the whole thing comes together, and the name of it's Arabella. And I'm telling you what, this fabric is just gorgeous. And I can show you a little bit of it here in the video, in the camera. But I'm telling you right now, this is going to turn out gorgeous. So I've got that pre-cut. So when I come back, I'll pull it from my trays. And what I did was followed the pattern. And right now it's all just pre-cut. Joe got me this rolling cart, and it really helps. Everybody's been asking me how I can stay organized and how I'm getting things done so quick. This is it. I use my trays when I'm working, and when I'm pre-cutting my fabrics, this is what I do. I put my pattern in with my project, and in case anybody asks, I always keep the tabs together. So this will just slide in, and as I'm doing my projects, I'm just going to move them up into the tray. Then the other one I cut was the time machine. That's a project that I'll be doing with Colleen of C&T and Dot, as well as Melissa of Practically Creative. Went ahead and got my fabric starched up for that. We're going to do that in July. And I've got everything cut up, and my fabric line is Hoffman for this, and I've got everything labeled, so that'll be ready to go when the time arises that we're going to be getting together to sew that. The back of the squares, I went ahead and used my Omni Grid because I like the true line when I'm marking and I know what I'm doing, so I used that. This time, while I was away on Monday, Joe got me the Quilter Select roller because my rollers sometimes do slide. So I asked if we could try this, and he was, sure, go ahead. So I know we're going to migrate over to the Quilter Select, but that's just my personal preference. Right now, I'm just using the rollers that I bought back when I first started quilting. And I have a lot of different brands, but now that I've got something in mind that works good for me, that's what I'm going to be choosing to use. So that's just 2 projects that I've gotten cut up and ready to go. Let me see, what else have I done? Bebe and I have been quilting on my scrappy quilt because we're going to get together next month with a bunch of other content creators and put that together. I went ahead and did my assembly because I needed a practice quilt. So since it's going to be scrappy, it's going to be here in my home, we went ahead and threw it on the long arm, and I'm practicing with it, and I'm going to do some laser work and things like that. So it's perfect for what I need. And then when we all come together, I'll just, while everybody else is sewing theirs, I'm just going to go ahead and do my binding then. But at some point we're going to do a little video to close out my portion of that, where I'm showing how it's being quilted and whatever I decide to do there. On Friday, I headed to Ocean City for a state convention for the Maryland State Firemen's Association. It's another side that you're going to get to see in my life and my journey of what Donna does when I'm not here with you all quilting or with my kids or my grandkids. But Joe's going to try to do a live stream when I do the installation. That way yous will be able to see that. Let me see. So please enjoy any and all the pre-records that we've got. Monday, I won't be in town, but I have a pre-record for C&T.N. Colleen's tips and thoughts of what it is to be a good moderator. And she's got a fabulous way of teaching new moderators, and they can learn so much from her. Anything from dropping a link. She puts a lot of time and effort into what she's doing. So I implore upon you to watch that interview. Everybody's going to learn a lot, whether you're a content creator, what you can expect your moderators to be doing. And it's not just what's in our pages and on our channels. She has a lot to bring to the table, so that's going to be good. We've also started a Facebook page, Handmade by Ying with Donna, and it says, let's share. So if you're interested in checking that out and joining that, please do. Joe's a moderator for that, as well as it's linked off of my page, but you'll have to type in, looking for the link. It says Handmade by Ying with Donna, let's share. That way it's going to be linked through everything that we do, and it's going to be easy to find. I'd like you to share your projects with us, any tips or tricks, things you've learned, not just from me, but from other content creators. Together we grow, together we sew, and we can all make a difference by sharing. I'm also blessed to say that in talking with Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches, Joe is sending me to Walnut Port, PA, so that I can join these ladies in my very first quilt retreat. I am totally stoked, would be an understatement. I love to travel. I love to meet new people. And it's going to be all learning, and I'm going to be making new quilting friends. So yay me, I get to go on my first one. And I'll ask if I'm allowed to do any lives or any little tidbits, little quick minis or whatever. I don't know. I think they won't mind, but I'd rather ask permission. So whenever I get ready to go and things, I'll be asking if we're allowed to share a little bit of that. Joe will also be streaming a bit on Tuesday evening from home at 6:30 on my page. I'm sorry, on my channel. It's a part of my life outside of the quilting, as I said earlier on. Please join him and hop on. If you can't catch that, you can hop on to the msfa.org page, and that's on your computers at 6:30 p.m. You're going to get to see me welcome and install all the new officers for the Ladies Auxiliary to the Maryland State Firemen's Association this year, so that we can, as a group, congratulate them as they take on the duties of state this year. I was president in 2020, 2021 under the pandemic, and I didn't get to go to Ocean City as everybody else does for their installations and things. So this is a big deal. This will be our first time together in 2.5 years that we could really get together and do our full activities of state. So we'll have a grand banquet, and then business meetings, installation, prayer breakfast, and a massive parade afterwards. Then the past presidents will get together and have a nice social as well. In closing out this video, I would like to wish my husband, he's the father of our children, the grandpa to all of us. He's a blessing. He's my tech man. He's my everything. So I'd like to wish him, from Ocean City, a happy Father's Day. We would be lost without him, and he's our everything. He's the glue and the rock to our family, and we are totally blessed. If any of my subscribers are men, we'd like to also wish you a happy Father's Day. If you're lucky enough to still have your dads, pick up that phone. If you can't see them, give them a call. That 1-minute call, 10-minute call, it means a difference, and it lightens their day and lets them know that you're there and you care. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll catch you back here next week when I return from the convention. You guys have a great week. Be blessed, be kind to each other, but most of all, if you like the content that we share, please subscribe. It means everything to us. It doesn't cost you anything. Hit the thumbs up. That tells me you like my content, so that we can keep moving it forward. And if you're not getting the notifications, check and see if you rang the bell, because that'll notify you each and every time that we do go live or post another video. Thank you guys for everything, and you have a fabulous week, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.